Make a Path presents Let's Talk. Alright, Deadheads, I got a lot of requests to review The Walking Dead Deceased. I heard there's no reviews on YouTube, and some people want to hear my thoughts on this movie. So if you want my thoughts, let's talk The Walking Dead Deceased. What can I say about this movie other than you will die laughing? Well, if the creators snuck up on you while you were watching something funny like Kung Fu Hustle and then killed you without you knowing it, you would probably die laughing. Other than that, I completely lied. You will not die laughing. Chances are 95 or 99% of you will stop it before the movie is over, like me. If you could get me to stop a movie before it finishes, you've fucked up somewhere, because I have to finish a movie. I just have to. And if you worked on this film, if you were a crew or a cast member, don't take this personally. Take this as a life lesson. I'm not knocking you. Continue your career. Shit, if somebody asked me to be a part of this movie too, even if I looked at the script and I knew 100% the formula for this movie was stupidity is funny, I would have fucking take the job just to put something on my resume. But shit, I would have known it was going to be horrible just by looking at the script. And that is the formula for anyone who wants to know. They said, hey, what is the dumbest thing possible we can put that equals, a hilarious reaction? That's not the case. This review is coming out 5 days after I watched the movie. And if you want to know why, it's because the movie actually made me stupid watching it. So stupid for like 2 days, and this is a true story. 2 days after the movie, my motor skills were just fucked. I was walking into walls. I'm trying to eat cereal and poking myself in the eye with a spoon. For 3 days, it was like being in a sleepwalking stupidity coma. I don't know. It was that bad, and that is a true story. I lost a chunk of my intelligence for a few days, and I was afraid that it was never going to come back. And it came back, and finally I recuperated. 5 days later, now you have this review. And if you're an avid viewer of my videos, you know I hate child actors. I despise them in almost every role. And that's not... I feel like a shithead saying that. Even I have a kid. I think kids are awesome. However, when it comes to child actors, they suck for the most part because they're kids. I'm not hating on kids. I just think 90% of them just are horrible actors. It's just the way it is. That being said, the funny part is the best acting performance, even in a comedy or a spoof movie, came from a little girl who was only in it for like 5 seconds. And that gag, again, was probably one of the dumbest you could have thought of. Because what we got was just like, shock factor with some stupidity. Okay, we get it. He's an idiot. Now, the formula for spoof movies, and this is where it really fucking bugged me. You're supposed to take the characters you know. And you're supposed to pick multiple characters around all the franchises, around all the different movies and TV shows. In this one, it was the Warm Bodies, it was Zombieland, it was The Walking Dead. I'm sure there was others too. But the foundation of the film, of the story, seemed like it was the Walking Dead. It would have been nice to stay on track of something. It was all over the fucking place. There was no structure at all. They plopped the farm in there once, and even when you get on the farm, there's so much shit you could have pulled from the actual content that would have been hilarious. Instead, they're like, oh, we're on a farm, that we're going to have a younger demographic, so let's just add some pot and some fireworks, and that's going to be hilarious for whatever reason. I don't even know. I wish I was in the writer's room, I would have loved to be in the writer's room or a fly on that wall just to see how fucking wasted you guys were when you came up with this shit. Next time I go out and party, that's how fucked up I'm gonna get. This movie was absolutely horrible. It was horrendous. It was god-awful. I mean, fuck was it bad on a whole nother level. It's a cash grab. It's riding on the coattails of the fact that the zombie genre is hotter now than it ever has been. They pretty much used no effort at all in making this script. And this is what pushed me to make the review. I wasn't going to do the review. I saw the fucking movie and I was like, man, this shit is awful on a whole nother level. It's that bad. I just did not want to rain on anyone's parade. I didn't want to be the big meanie, I'll be honest with you. But what pushed me over the edge and said, no, make the review and tell it how it is the simple fact that they were in a position to make something great. They were in a position, they had the people, they had the power, they had the money, they had the equipment. They either had it or they got it. I'm not trying to take away from any struggles getting this project off the ground, but what I'm saying is this project came to be. You had it, but you didn't give any fucking effort at all into the script or into anything. You might get a couple hundred people that fucking love it or claim that it's fucking hilarious. Then you're gonna get 50 more people that only think it's funny because they love everything zombies and they want it to be funny, so they say it's funny because they don't want it not to be funny because they want it to be funny. It's some kind of psychologically fucked little shit that's going on. I don't know what it is about those types of people. As kids we all got that. How many of you as a child wanted something to be good, it wasn't, and you just pretended it was good because you wanted it to be good? And then you got to adulthood or a little older and a little more wiser and you sat back and said, I want this to be good. Fuck, it sucks, The majority of the people are gonna shit on it. Look on your reviews, anywhere you look. Actually, I didn't look. I'm just assuming the reviews are gonna be god-awful. They have to be. I will look them up. I might even post them in this clip. So I'm just warning you ahead of time. If you're gonna go and watch this movie, just don't. Fucking don't. Alright? It's absolutely horrible. And again, if you were on the cast or the crew, nothing personal, just gotta put it out there. Take this as a life lesson. If you're sensitive and hurt by what I'm saying, or you're like, fuck this guy, fuck this video, fuck everything like that, take a breath, take a breather, pop some, Percocets, something. Clear that shit out of your head and come back to this and say, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to do something better next time. Because I'm telling you right now, if you take it to heart and you let it get to you and you say, no, fuck him, he doesn't know what he's talking about, you're stunting your own growth. Take this as a lesson. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but I'm fucking right on this one. This was a horrible, horrible movie, and next time you're putting a script together like this, if you're responsible for the script, if it's one person or 100 people, get your shit together next time, because you want to last in this business. You don't want to just, make a one and done. Matter of fact, I don't even know who's involved in this. For all I know, it's people who don't give a shit. They just made a fucking retarded project, made profit on it, even though it done shit, it pulled in enough profit, and they're just laughing, saying, who cares if it was garbage? I made some money and I have something to put on my resume, so who cares? So, and there are people that do that. They make movies for profits, and if it makes just enough profits, then it doesn't matter if it's a bad movie. And that's actually something that's happening in Hollywood that I believe it's fucking up the flow of things, the flow of good movies. And I think that remakes and reboots and everything like this suffers from that kind of attitude. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, for example, it sucked ass. And a lot of people, as a movie, if you break it down, as a movie, it sucked ass. And it made a shit ton of money, and it's going to have a sequel. Do you know why? Because it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja fucking Turtles. People will see it no matter what. I'm out of here. I'm done talking. This movie was fucking horrible. Don't ever see it, so it's your turn. Put your comments down below, and if I see random fucking letters, I'll know that you just watched the movie and you tried commenting and your brain was like, fucking... Just fucking tell me what you thought of the movie. It was fucking horrible. Fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Subscribe now. This movie's fucking dumb.